Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi. Y'all can unmute while we're waiting for everybody to pop on. Talk amongst
Hey,
yourselves.
Hi.
I've got a special treat for everybody. I'm so excited. I have to wait to tell you what it is till everybody gets here.
so you're just gonna leave us in suspense then? All right.
I'm so excited. It wasn't sure like if it was going to come together until like the last minute, so it did. So yay. Yay. How is everybody? How's your week?
Good.
Cold.
Good.
It's
I've got
cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
all of y'all are new faces to the table reads. That's so exciting. I love having new people on. We get lots of repeat actors, but then I love having new people in all the time. And Allie, you're at Playhouse West.
I am, yeah.
I love that so much. Playhouse West is where I studied in LA, y'all. So, when I saw her Playhouse West, I was like, ooh,
Who,
yay.
who did you study with?
Bob and Holly.
Same, that's who I'm with.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How's Bob doing?
He's doing really well, actually.
Good.
Yeah, he's same old same.
I I reach out every time I'm in town. Say hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah. Sarah's here. I'm just kind of taking attendance as people log on. Say hi to everybody. We can unmute. Take our time. Here's Elle. Hello, welcome, welcome. Who's got the coldest temps right now?
It's 15 degrees here.
All right, South Carolina or North Carolina, Ken?
North
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 Carolina.
Carolina. Yeah.
East Coast representing the cold
Yep.
weather.
That's right.
Chantal.
59.
Hello, welcome. Come on in, everybody. Oh, we go in L. Here, here. Come on in. I'm just checking off attendance as you guys come in. There's Jade.
Anyway,
Talk amongst yourselves. We'll do like an introduction round so that everybody knows who everybody is here in just a second.
Sounds good.
Me.
there you go.
Hey. Coming in. Everybody's coming in. We just got a few more. Everybody's on time. Thank you for being on time. Ooh, Jade, Texas A&M. Did you go to Texas A&M?
Both my brothers go there, and I'm from Texas, but no, I didn't go.
I grew up in College Station.
Oh, really? Yeah, they live,
Yeah.
both my brothers and my brother's wife, and they have a baby there. Like my whole family lives there. I'm the only one who isn't here.
They all live in College Station or just in
Yeah,
Texas? Oh
they
my
live in College
God.
Station.
Did you grow up there?
So no, I lived in McKinney for a long time, which is
Uh-huh.
right outside of Dallas.
Uh-huh.
And then when my brothers both got accepted there, they kind of everyone else was already close, so they all just kind of relocated there.
And then you were the oddball like me that was like, see ya.
Yeah.
I'm out. Love it. Love it. I forget when I see Texas A&M, I have like a moment where I forget that I'm not there anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh wait, no, that's rare versus like when you're there, it's everywhere, right?
Yeah, I've had people, I'll wear like a shirt and I've had people stop and be like, "Are you an Aggie?" And I like am like, "Oh, yeah."
Yeah. I know. Or they say howdy and you're like, what?
hmm
What? Come on in, everybody. Few more we're waiting for. A few more. Here's Kim. Literally three more. Ooh, we have a special guest on. She's coming in, popping in. Some of y'all might know her. Boom. What? Come on in, everybody. Hello. I'm so glad to have you. Some of my repeat faces have shown up. A lot of new faces in this table read, though. This was a fun one. Rosalie, there's Juliet. Interesting. Okay.
I'm trying to find your.
Okay. There's Lizzie. One at a time. We're almost there. Two more. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Julia. Thanks for joining us today.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Hello. I was telling those that were first on that I have a very special treat for you guys. I'm so excited. So excited. I hope y'all are as excited as I am. Maybe I'm talking it up too much. It sucks. You guys are going to be so disappointed. Uh-uh. Okay, I'm just looking for Rosalie and Thomas. Just the two more. You guys didn't come on and I missed you, right? Rosalie, Thomas? No? Okay. Almost there, guys. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Surviving either the cold or the fires. It seems like there's like extremes on each coast right now, right? Everybody's doing okay?
Yeah.
There's the last two. Admit all. If anything, this is a nice distraction from it, right? Getting to pop in to a character and to a story and get lost in everything, right? That's kind of one of the reasons I fell in love with acting is kind of everything else disappears. I can just focus on this imaginary circumstance and play for a little while. So it's everybody. Hi, y'all can turn your cameras on for right now. I'm Ashley Atwood. Most of y'all have seen me in one way, shape, or form. We did either a free audition review or I've seen you on table reads before, but if you've not seen my face, it's so good to see you. I am Emmy nominated actress and producer and the director of the Desert Playhouse. And here at the Desert Playhouse, we're committed to teaching the business of show business so that your craft isn't the only thing that's on point. You guys are going to show up to auditions and to set and to everything involved in being an actor and being so professional that they can't turn you away. All right. So that's something that we're passionate about here. If you ever have any questions about the business of show business, let me know. We have some great classes. You guys are participating in one of them. The table read class is a bi-monthly class. It's a mock audition. Every month is a theme. So you guys are participating in the sitcom month. Next month is going to be Tony nominated plays. And so we are doing Mary Jane next. Auditions are open for those. It is women only, except for the narrator. So you men, if you want to participate and come be the narrator, I'd love to have you. The next one is POTUS, or behind every dumb A. There's minors here, so I'm going to watch my language. Is 7 successful women trying to keep him alive. It's a comedy and it's going to be really funny. So those are the two things that we're doing next. In March, we're doing streaming dramas. In April, we're doing daytime TV. And then in May, we're going to do Oscar nominated screenplays. So yeah. It's always very, very, very exciting. Please keep an eye on your emails for those casting calls and submit as soon as you can to all of those so that you have plenty of time to audition. I'm getting rid of the casting call, the callback class, you guys, because nobody's really participating in it. So I'm pushing that aside to do something more. I just had a great production meeting with some filmmaking for actors class that I'm planning on putting together. We're going to start with screenwriting module. And so if any of you guys are interested in learning how to write your own scripts, stay tuned for that. But it's literally going to take from script to screen and teach you guys how to produce your own content if that's something that you're interested in. Very excited about that. And then Julia and I are talking about putting together a business for show business class that's maybe once a quarter and going through the business every quarter for those of you that want a little brush up on all of that stuff. So new things that are coming in the works, but in the meantime, keep doing all of this. And then of course the boot camp, which is the keystone of our of our boot of the Playhouse, excuse me. So for the boot camp, I produced 2 micro short films for your demo reel. Okay. We go out to LA, we shoot them. I've got a custom script for you. And you're the star of 2 short films, one comedy, one drama, unless we decide otherwise, because I've got some people that have enough of one and they want more of others. So it's super fun. We shoot it out in LA. The next one right now is this summer. Rehearsals start in May and we meet out in LA June 22nd. But I might put together another VIP like surprise weekend if you guys are lucky and you guys want something sooner than that. So keep your eyes posted, or if you have any questions about the boot camp, I'd love to answer those questions for you. Okay. I have a couple of special guests. Actually, one that is on right now. I've got Julia Parmeter, the Parmeter Group, who is a talent manager out in LA. She represents some of you. Julia, do you want to introduce yourself and say hi to those that don't know you already?
Hi, everybody. I'm Julia, and I see a lot of familiar faces. I love that you guys participated in this. I thought this sounded like a lot of fun, and I must say, I think Ashley's got a real knack for putting together some really fun kind of workshops, and I'd love to see what you guys can do. So I'll be here for about an hour and a half to, sit in on your table read, and feel free to reach out to me, afterwards, because I'd love to hear from all of you.
Yay. Thanks, Julia. I think Stephanie's going to pop her head in too. She said she was going to be running a little bit late, but I know she loves saying hi to all of the cast and participants of the table reads as well. So, my special surprise, you guys. Okay, so I have a couple of friends that work on the show, Abbott Elementary. And I asked them if they would be willing to pop on and say hi to you guys. Well, they're shooting right now, so they can't pop on live, but they sent us some videos. Do y'all want to see some behind the scenes from Abbott Elementary? All right,
Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely.
let me
Yes.
share my screen. And can y'all see that? Can y'all see her?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Let me know if you can hear her.
How you doing?
Can y'all hear her?
My
Thumbs
name
up?
is
Yes.
Ashley, and I work in the prop department for Abbott Elementary. I'm currently on set on the show. We're shooting on location. So trying to send you guys a video during my lunch break. Sorry that couldn't participate in your Zoom meeting. Today's been a little hectic, but wanted to stop in and say hi. I'll show you a little bit of our prop setup. And later on, you'll hear from my husband, Jason, who's the on-set dresser. But anyways, so idea of what we do. This is our kit. This is Jason. Behind him is his kit with all the tools he needs on set. So you'll hear from Jason a little later today. And this is our setup for things that we need to provide for background. So if you're fans of the show, stuff like the food, everything that the teachers hold and interact with on set is basically what I'm responsible for. Yeah, that's awesome that you guys are doing a table read of the pilot episode. Very exciting. And what I can tell you is that everyone here on this show, the cast and crew, are so nice and so amazing. And hopefully I can tune in live another time and answer any questions that you guys have about the show. But good luck on the reading, and see you later.
Wow, that is.
Yay! What do y'all think? Is that so cool?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Sounds so
Yeah.
cool.
All right. So Jason's also sent a video. Stephanie is waiting to come in. His is a little longer, but it's still pretty cool. So he shares a lot of his perspective as an actor working as crew on a set like this. So I'm going to share that real quick too. One second.
This way, I suppose. Maybe that's helpful.
Say it again. Oh, Jason's here.
Miss
Hey!
Ashley, how you
Oh
doing?
my God, hi!
I'm trying to step away from set. I don't
I
have
was
a lot
looking
of
for your
time, but I
video
have
just
some
now.
time.
Your thing
Good to
said
see you.
Jackson, so I missed you. Everybody, this is Jason. Jason,
I
this
was
is
typing
everybody.
that
Hi,
fast.
Jason.
Hello,
Hey.
everybody. Let
Hey,
me
How's
see.
it
Jason.
going?
I'm not sure who I can see here. How
We
you
just
guys
watched
doing?
Ashley's video.
Fantastic. I'm
And
sure
we're
she did a far better job than I did.
I'm sure you're
I've got
great.
I got set in my ear over here, but I'm stepping away. They're covering me for the moment.
Do you guys
How was
have
the
any
table read?
questions about what it's like to work on Abbott Elementary?
Yes, please, you guys. Any questions you've got? I've got a few minutes of time, and I'd love to answer as many as I can.
Go, raise your hands. Tristan.
How is it working with like cast and like is it fun and is it like a really enjoyable experience?
It absolutely is. It is what you make of it. I will say, um, everybody on this crew is very, very selfless. They're all wonderful people in addition to being great actors. You don't always have that luxury. And of course, everybody has their moments. There's going to be particular scenarios where you may think that an actor is being incredibly uh, mean or hateful, but in reality, they may have high stakes on the scene and they're in their prep world. They're creating the space for what they need to do. And you got to kind of take that for what it is. Don't hold it against them. You know, don't count the one time versus the 99 other times.
Thank you.
Alva.
Where are you guys actually filming from?
We are out here in Altadena at the moment, and Ashley is with us for a slight moment. As you can see, she's got her purse. She's running and gunning. She's got to go get preps for tomorrow. But those mountains right behind us, those were on fire at last week.
Wow. And how long does a set usually last?
It all depends on the day. I've been on 18-hour days. I've been on 2-hour days. You know, the goal, the over under is either 10 hours or 12 hours. Personally, I don't think you accomplish a whole lot after 12 hours, but sometimes it's all based on the location. It's based on the budget. You know, we're in this location for 3 days. After 3 days, we don't have this. We can't come back to this. So we got to get everything we need while we're here. Because to come back and say, hey, we need this crucial moment is a huge amount of money versus just getting it, spending an extra hour, getting what we need, then saying, okay, we're officially good.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Ken.
Yes. Quick question for you. For someone that's kind of new into the game of acting, what's some pointers that you would give for somebody just coming in, kind of getting their feet wet for the first time?
Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Understand what makes you different from everybody else. Don't try and copy somebody else. Make sure to make your own way. Whatever avenue and whatever talents that you possess, lead with those. I myself happen to be a former mixed martial artist. So therefore, my first movie is a boxing movie. That's something that I know how to do already. And then I pair that with being a filmmaker versus telling a great story that I'm passionate about.
Makes sense. Appreciate that.
We still good on time,
Absolutely.
Jason? I got another question.
Until they call me here, and then you'll see me
Okay.
running down
All
the
right,
street.
Rosalie, go, go, go.
How did you get into it and onto an actual set?
You know, the crazy thing is, I grew up in Orange County, only about 45 minutes from Los Angeles, and I came to LA twice in my lifetime. I started acting when I was 28 years old because I was working at Home Depot, and a buddy of mine kept hounding me to take an acting class because, you know, we're hanging out, we're quoting movies, and I do it pretty well. And that changed my life. I took the acting class. I fell in love with acting. I fell in love with expression and honestly learning how to feel emotions again, you know, because one of the things they teach you at Playhouse West is every emotion is a 10, whether it's pain, whether it's happiness, whether it's sexuality, whether it's jealousy. Every emotion you feel is what you're supposed to be feeling in that moment. And that was eye-opening to me. So then I made sure that I didn't have a backup plan. I took 2 semesters at junior college in Orange County, and then I left because I didn't want to be a big fish in a small pond. Nowadays, that's a little different because nowadays you don't necessarily have to live in Hollywood or in Atlanta. It helps when you're first starting out. I would say go where the work is, go where there's a lot of co-stars and under fives, something that has a lot of recurring roles, because those are the things that most actors break into. You're not going to book a guest star right off the bat. That's incredibly hard, and they want somebody who's already a named actor for those parts. Yeah, I just took my biggest swing, and you have to be happy with where you're at in this business. Sometimes you're riding high and sometimes you're riding really low, but you got to be happy with where you are and continually trying to do better.
Rigo.
Hey, Jason. So can you tell us a little bit about I know you said it a little bit earlier, but your specific role on Abbott on set, and then
Absolutely.
I think it's okay, and then the deviation from acting to being a crew member and what that's like.
100%. So I am what is known as an on-set dresser. So I lift a lot of furniture. Everything that is not being touched by the actors. So all the stuff that an actor touches, whether it's a cigarette, whether it's a glass, that's props. I am the other side of the art department. So the desk that the actor's sitting at, the chair that they're sitting in, the picture frame behind them, the lamps, the plants, all that stuff is my responsibility. It's also my responsibility to keep an eye on continuity. So if we're looking this way and we're shooting all of this, I have to remove anything over here so that cameras can look this way. And then when we turn around and shoot this side, I have to replace it identical to what it already was, so that when you see it, it looks exactly how it's supposed to be.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And to parallel that to acting, one of the reasons why I chose to be an on-set dresser is because I get to work with the shooting team. So I get to watch new directors every week. I get to borrow the good things that work for them. I get to talk to the cinematographer. I get to learn what the lighting people do. So I can literally, when it's time for me to direct, tell these people in their vernacular, in their language, hey, let's have our key light shooting from this side. This actor happens to have very deep set eyes, so I want a bounce coming from underneath frame. I want to be shooting them here on a 75, nice and tight, medium close at best, but I don't want to see the background. So we're going to be at a 2 to 2/8 split T-stop. And not only that, but I want to have some contrast back there. So we're going to have this light over here at 3,500 Kelvin, but it should be nighttime outside. So let's put a light out that window and shine that in at about 6,500 Kelvin. So we get some nice blue light. That's the benefit of being an on-set dresser. I get to learn all of that. And as an actor, knowing all of that only helps my performance.
100%.
Thank you. You still good, Natalie?
I think I got time for one more before we move on to the next scene.
Okay, thanks, Jason.
We'll try for 2.
Hi, Jason. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Question for you, because I'm not super familiar with the episodic world and like this type of show. How many crew are there, roughly, for a show like this?
We are very fortunate because we are one of the biggest shows on TV right now. So I would place the overall crew somewhere between 150 to 200 people. And on any given day, because we have so many kids, so many parents, so many background teachers, that can be an extra 50 to 100 people as far as background actors on a day. but the core crew, from the shooting team to the series regulars to all the people in the production office to all the people that are out shopping, I would put it somewhere around 150 to 200 people.
Nice. And
But simultaneously, an independent film like the one that we're making, we're literally working with 12 filmmakers at a time, including the actor, director, writer, producer. You know, you do what you have to do. Ashley knows exactly what I'm talking about.
And then do you have like when you're doing a show like this, episodic, is there ever a time where you would have to shoot on the weekend, or is it all over? Or are you mainly
We're literally shooting this Saturday because of the fires, because we had to evacuate. That's a very rare scenario, but this is probably the only Saturday this season where we're shooting, but that's because we are on a very fortunate show. Most shows, there's some shows in town where they have a unit and a B unit, where there's one unit shooting and then the other unit takes over. Those are what we call peelers, because those are the shows that you worry about. Those are the ones where crew members are working 70, 80, 85 hours a week, and they start at 5 a.m. on Monday and don't get out until 7 a.m. on Saturday. And when you've worked that many hours, it's very dangerous for you to be driving home after doing that all week and then doing that the very next week. So we're incredibly fortunate.
Thank you.
One more and then I got to run.
Oh, anybody else? Last one. Anybody else? I don't see any hands. That's Jason, I'll let you have a little bit more of a break. Thank you both, Ashley and Jason, for popping on. I thought we were just gonna get videos, and I'll send his video to you via email so y'all can watch it later.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. I gotta head in there, but I wish you all the best. And if you're all ever in town, look us up.
Yay! Bye. Thank you.
Jason.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
He's still on there. So, was that a good surprise?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Yay! I was trying to make that happen and they weren't sure because of the fires and everything happened, and they were like, we might be able to just do a video. So they did send us some videos. You got to watch Ashley's. I'll send Jason's, and because he answered a lot of what he said is in his video. So I'll just send it to you guys so that you can watch it on your own time. But I thought when we picked Abbott Elementary to do, I was like, I gotta get some pictures or some video from them on set, and I just thought that would be really cool. So I'm glad it worked out. I'm glad y'all liked it and got some answers, some questions answered.
Ashley, if you have their socials, I'd love to follow them.
Yeah, I do.
Pop them in the chat.
Yeah, I'll put that in the chat.
Awesome.
What we'll do now is we'll go ahead and we'll do some cast introductions. All right, I'm gonna put a list of the cast in the chat. So if you will please, in the order that it is, say your name, where you're located, and what role you are reading for, okay? Waiting room participants not in this meeting. What does that mean? Okay, well, let me copy this again and just cut and try one more time. Chat. Oh, I see what it means. Meeting chat. Let's try this. There we go. Can everybody see the list?
Yes.
All right. It's in somewhat alphabetical order. So we'll just start from the beginning. Allie, go ahead and start us off.
Hi, my name is Allie Ledford. I'm based in Los Angeles, California, and I am reading as JANINE BEEMAN.
Hi, my name is Alva Jenkins Houston. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am the role for Mr. Johnson.
What's up, everybody? My name is Rigo Castillon, and I'm reading for the role of Gregory Wright today, or Gregory, I think it's a different Gregory Wright. Anyway, and I live in Loveland, Colorado.
Hi, my name is Jeanette Hill. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio, and it is freezing here. And I am reading for the role of Ava Coleman.
Hi, my name is Elle, and I live in Chandler, Arizona, and I'm playing Sheena.
Hi, my name is Jade Knowles. I am located in Los Angeles and I am the swing.
Hello, my name is Kenisha Morgan, and I'm located in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm playing Barbara.
Hi, I'm James Primo in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I am Shady Man.
That's a tough one to follow, James. My name is Kimberly Samborski. I live in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, and I'm reading from Melissa Peterson. Okay, get it right.
Hi, my name's Lizzie, and I live in Chandler, Arizona, and I'm playing the role of Brittany and Bria.
Hi, I'm Natalie Polisson, and I'm located in Los Angeles, and I'm reading for the narrator.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kenneth Roundtree. I'm located here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I'm reading for the role of the great construction worker.
Hi, I'm Rosalie Fisher. I'm located in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm reading for the part of Tina Schwartz.
Hey y'all, Thomas Miller. I'm located in LA and I'm reading Jacob Hill.
Hello, my name is Tristan Ijiwe, and I will be reading as Student 1, Jamar and Maya. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zara Shabazz. I live in Goodyear, Arizona, and I'll be reading for Student 2 and Rajan.
Okay, everybody get to introduce themselves. All right, so we're reading a sitcom pilot. Okay, so let's make sure that we pick up our cues. All right, so that means especially, oh, Julia got kicked off. When before your line comes, you're unmuting yourself. Okay, so be paying attention and know that your line's coming up so you can unmute yourself. So when your cue happens, you can pick it up nice and quick. Okay. Otherwise, I want you to have fun, play with each other, find something new, and see if you guys can make me laugh because this is a rare occasion where I just get to listen. I don't have to read the narrations because Natalie is going to take over and have fun. All right, Natalie, I'm going to let you read the cover, okay? It's all you.
Harrity Elementary, also known as Abbott Elementary, pilot, written by Quinta Brunson. Revised network draft 1/29/2021. Interior Janine's classroom day. Janine, late 20s, black, ball of optimistic energy, quirky, bookish, ready to take on the world, is mid-lesson sitting with some second graders at their desks.
Nina, wonderful sentence structure. My favorite movie is Toy Story, and my favorite character is Woody. Me too. Well, I'm a buzz girl. I like his ambition. Beyond infinity, he dreams big.
Janine moves to another student, Brittany.
And Brittany. My favorite movie is American Gangster, and my favorite character is Frank Lucas. Okay, excellent performance by Denzel, but a little too colorful for the movie wall. What about Moana?
Okay, I like Moana.
Okay. And I will be having a third talk with your mom about what you're watching at home.
Janine takes the papers to her desk. A student, Sean, yells.
Elle, that's you.
Sorry, I didn't realize she was Sean as well. You say, ow, Miss Beeman. Andrew hit me.
Ow.
Come on, you got this. Say, ow, Miss Beeman. Andrew hit me.
Ow, Miss Freeman. Andrew kicked me.
Andrew, apologize. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Andrew shows no signs of apologizing. Janine keeps counting. Janine, talking head.
I'm Janine Beeman. Been teaching second grade here at Harrity for 2 years. As a product of the Philadelphia school system, I'm proud to say I survived. and can now teach here today.
Interior Janine's classroom, day. 2 kids are sharing singular desks while learning a lesson. Janine holds up a history book and shows the last page, which reads, Current U.S. President, George Bush.
Now, kids, there have been 3 presidents since this one. Old book. Here are the others.
Janine flips the page to show where she has pointed out photos of Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden. Janine, talking head.
The main problem in this district is, no money. The city says that there isn't any, but they're building a new $500 million Eagles stadium down the street.
Angle on B-roll of the huge stadium being built.
Seems like they have the money. We just make do. The staff here is amazing.
Shot of Melissa Peterson's 50s, very South Philly Italian, tough mob wife energy class. The classroom is well controlled. She teaches from the board.
They're incredible teachers.
Shot of Barbara Watson's 50, black, motherly, confident, suffers no fools, but is soft on the inside class. She's ready to her kindergarten. She's reading to her kindergarten class.
I look up to them all.
Shot of the chaotic classroom of Miss Schwartz. 20s, white, in over her head. Kids run and scream. Miss Schwartz panics at her desk.
Sit down.
A globe is thrown at her from the back of the classroom. Janine, talking head.
Well, I look up to the older teachers. We younger teachers, still getting the hang of it.
Shot of child setting a trash can on fire. Jacob Hill, 20s, white, painfully woke, a performative, liberal, cool nerd type, puts it out with a fire extinguisher.
If we don't wind up leaving.
Shot of younger teacher holding a box of her belongings, walking out the front door. She turns and gives a middle finger to the camera.
Look, this school is rough, but I became a teacher to make sure students come out alive. And that ultimately means doing whatever I can to make this school a better place for these kids. And after learning a lot in my first year, subbing out therapy for axe throwing.
Interior, axe throwing studio, day. Janine throws an axe straight on the bullseye. She turns and gives a thumbs up to the camera. As we were.
I finally feel on top of things.
Suddenly, Janine hears a whizzing sound in the background. We see a child with his back turned toward Janine.
Jamar, what are you doing?
The toilets don't work.
And the rug was plan B?
End cold open. Act 1. Interior Janine's classroom day. Janine is rolling up the soiled carpet. Meanwhile, her students are occupied dancing to a video of Baby Shark.
Janine, why are you putting the rug away?
Erica, I told you to call me Miss Beeman, okay? I'm an adult, though we are the same height. And we can't use this one anymore, okay? There's a little too much pee on it, even before Jamar did that.
Where do we sit for story time? And morning lessons.
I'll figure something out.
Janine, talking head.
Okay, losing the rug is a huge L. Big deal. For primary classes, the rug is like calm island among a wild sea. An oasis for the kids. Which I now realize is the opposite of an island. Okay, it's either land in water or water in land. Let's just say it's like a big Xanax. Okay, it's a big Xanax so you can sit on.
Janine's kids start to run wild as Barbara enters.
Janine, turn that down. I'm trying to teach my kindergartners the letter C and they're distracted with that song. It's like back that ass up for kids.
Sorry, Miss Watson. Hey guys, sit down. This is not playtime. I'm counting. 1, 2.
And I'm not counting. Sit down.
The kids all find their seats immediately.
You're so good at that, Barbara. Can't wait to get there. Who's watching your class, by the way?
No one. They're in a single file line in the hallway.
Janine peeks out to see Barbara's students.
Good morning, Miss Beeman.
Janine waves in awe. Barbara walks out, ready to take her kids back to class, but Janine keeps talking.
Incredible. You know, you remind me so much of my favorite teacher from third grade, Miss Elliott. Good with kids, well dressed, a wizard with a glue gun.
Well, that's sweet, Janine. Very nice. Thank you.
I wanted to be just like her. I was like obsessed with her, actually. In my report card note, she wrote, a bit clingy, needs friends her own age. She was a hoot. Anyway, did you get my email about getting together after work to get drinks tonight?
No, must have gone to my spam.
Hmm. So weird how it does that with you and no one else.
Barbara glances at the camera. Interior teacher's lounge, moments later. Janine walks in. Jacob is sitting at a table on his phone.
Janine, so update. I quote tweeted that senator's tweet with, tweet this next to your hooker. And Rachel Maddow liked it. So I basically work for MSNBC.
Jacob, I told you. If I cared about Twitter, I'd have one.
Yeah, but Rachel Maddow.
Janine, talking head.
I'd say my closest friend here is Jacob. And that's really only because we came in together last year with 20 other teachers. We're 2 of 3 left. So, trauma bonding, I guess.
Jacob, talking head.
What's this for again? Oh, not HBO? I'm sure it'll still be good. I'm Jacob Hill. I teach history, but live in the present. Subscriber to Sean King's email list.
As we were. Janine stands at the table with Jacob, Pop-Tart in hand.
Hey, you into cheesecakes from the corner store for lunch? I've been craving uncleaned grill meat.
No, not there. The guy behind the counter there calls me white boy.
What? You're the only one for miles, so it's like a term of endearment.
No, because then everyone in the store laughs. Even the cat behind the counter kind of snickers.
And why not ask him to stop?
I can't. It'd be wrong. There's an entire chapter in White Fragility on this. Robin DiAngelo says,
Melissa, could you tell Ta-Nehisi quotes here that white boy is a term of endearment from the corner store people?
For Zach Ertz, yeah. But for him, it's an insult.
Jacob scoffs. Melissa laughs, then backs the camera.
Yeah.
Melissa, talking head.
Melissa Peterson, second grade teacher. Hey, you Italian? No? You're from the South? Hey, you guys are working with the cops? You gotta let me know.
As we were. Barbara walks into the lounge and heads for the coffee.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning again, Barbara. Would you like to join us for lunch? We are thinking cheesesteaks. But, I mean, whatever you want's good too.
What I want is to have my coffee in peace right now.
All right, then I will circle back later. Guys, I need a new rug for my room. Mine is officially done.
ooh, same. I shook mine out, and then all the asthma kids had to go to the nurse's office.
Well, mine is sprouting mushrooms, but making for a good science lesson.
Wait, if we all need new rugs, what if we just push to get some using the school budget?
The teachers shrug in agreement. Barbara, less so. Ava Coleman, mid-40s, black, aloof, loud, tone-deaf, always wants to be center of attention, enters wearing an Eagle Stadium 2021 sweatshirt and a large hat.
What it do, baby boos? What y'all think about that new film crew I brought in?
Distracting. Makes our jobs harder.
But exciting. We're going to be on TV.
Because they're covering underfunded, poorly managed public schools in America.
No press is bad press, Barbara. Just look at Mel Gibson, still thriving. Daddy's Home 2 was hilarious.
Ava laughs. The teachers all look at Ava, disgusted. Janine, talking head.
Ava has a unique take on her job.
Melissa, talking head.
She's bad at her job. What's unique is that she's bad at her job.
Ava shows the dog crew her TikTok account. Principal moves with videos of her line dancing.
I'm the oldest people on the platform. Isn't that cool?
She then attempts to get a working teacher to dance with her.
Just bad.
Miss Schwartz enters the room frazzled and walks right up to Ava.
Ava, can I talk to you? I need an aide. I'm outnumbered. The kids are crazy. One of them told me to mind my six this morning. I don't know what that means. I need help.
Calm down. They're just kids. Oh, calm down. They're just kids. Besides, aides cost money, and we don't have that. Do you want to split your salary with someone else? No, I didn't think so.
Well, if we can't afford aides, is it possible we could afford new rugs? Might help with student behavior. Clean classrooms lead to clean behavior. I think it'd be really
All
good.
I'm hearing is new, need. But Barbara, one of our best and most senior teachers here never complains. Barbara, what's your secret?
Knowing there isn't much you can do to help, Ava.
So understanding. Be like Miss Watson, people.
Ava gives a smile to camera and leaves. Miss Schwartz sighs.
But I'm not Miss Watson.
Bell rings. Teachers head out. Janine comforts Miss Schwartz.
Try some counting exercises, Tina. It works for me. Somewhere between 1 and 40, the kids really calm down.
Okay, and tips for when they bite you and call you the B word?
A kid bit me once, really locked on there. I stared him right in the eye and I said, harder. You got to establish dominance early. That's it.
Miss Schwartz runs out of the room. Barbara and Melissa laugh.
A little support might help make things happen, ladies.
Baby, my support was going to do about as much as that Target bra you got on. Little to nothing.
Janine self-consciously crosses her arms.
It's not impossible to get new stuff. Melissa asked for new toy registers for her classroom and got them.
Oh no, those aren't toys. Those are real.
Really? Then how'd you get them?
I know a guy who worked the Walmart demolition. I got a guy for everything. Hey, you need rebar?
Melissa's resourceful, capable. They can't teach that at UPenn.
While I'm honored you remembered my alma mater, Barbara, I feel the younger teachers are capable.
Really? Then why is Miss Short's hair's falling out?
Barbara picks up a chunk of hair that fell where Miss Schwartz was standing. Janine gets.
Why does Jacob need a smoke break every 2 seconds?
Switch to an herbal vape, but okay.
And why can't any of you make it past 2 years? More turnovers than a bakery.
Well, I'm different.
We'll see. Or you're a crack like the rest of them.
This sticks with Janine. Barbara and Melissa exit. Janine, Jacob, and Miss Schwartz remain.
Ouch. I think we should still try for rugs. I believe that when people are unjustly oppressed, they shouldn't let others set rules.
Jacob, what did I say about quoting Malcolm X unnecessarily?
You told me
I told you to stop.
Interior Janine's classroom, moments later. Janine, talking head.
I respect Miss Watson, but she's wrong on this. And look, I know the newbie track record here isn't great, but at the end of the day, we're passionate and capable of doing this job.
Janine!
Student Maya bursts into the room.
Janine, Miss Schwartz just kicked Rajon in the head and everyone in the halls is going crazy. Come look.
Interior Harrity Elementary School hallway, moments later. Janine runs out to see students crowded around her ration and Miss Schwartz who holds her ankle. Barbara breaks it up.
What on earth happened?
He hit me first. Oh, you little...
As the feud continues, Janine looks at Barbara, embarrassed.
I wonder if she tried counting.
End of Act 1. Act 2. Interior Harrity Elementary School hallway day. Janine is ushering students back into their classrooms, giving a worried look to the camera. The other teachers are helping, but also visibly concerned. Jacob, Melissa, Barbara, talking heads.
You do not hit a kid. It's like the one thing you don't do.
You can yell at them.
Threaten them.
Warn them about juvenile detention.
Closest I've come was maybe a little pinch, but a kick? Woo, child.
Threaten their parents.
You just don't kick a kid.
Interior Harity Elementary School hallway day. Janine anxiously approaches the teachers.
Look, maybe this wouldn't have happened if she had had an aide.
This happened because Miss Shorts was bad at her job and went UFC on an 8-year-old.
Janine is discouraged by that response as Ava appears.
Okay, so not good. Mrs. Schwartz was out of line and clearly not fit to handle her class.
You hired her.
So I have done the right thing, which was fire her immediately. And then I realized it was 9 a.m., so I had to hire a sub. And Mr. Johnson is watching her class.
Wait, Mr. Johnson, the janitor?
Interior Miss Schwartz's classroom day. Mr. Johnson, 70s, tired looking, writes the word collateral loan on the board. The children just stare. Back to Interior Harity Elementary School hallway day.
I think we should maybe alert the school district on this. I mean, a child was harmed.
What? I handled this. I don't need them to know that a kid was harmed on my watch. I mean, the school's watch.
Janine looks at the camera.
It's not handled. There's a 70-year-old custodian who voted for Kanye teaching social studies. We need help. I know there's no money, but...
Okay, fine. All right, look. I'll make a small emergency budget request to the school district, and we'll use it to get aids or whatever we need. Okay? Happy now?
Jacob nudges Janine. Janine realizes the opportunity.
Oh, I have an idea for something else that we need. How about...
Sure. Just email me with the request.
To camera.
Oh. I'm sorry. Email me with the request. Another day of principal life. I believe the children are the future.
Janine crosses to Barbara.
Look at that. Ask and receive.
And it only took one of you injuring a child. Congrats.
The why doesn't matter. Finally, a real chance to get something nice for this school. And send an email? I don't want to brag, but in college, I won the Women's Socialist Club's Email of the Month award twice. Both emails were to the dean about recognizing us as a club. Second one worked.
Interior Administrator's office moments later. Teachers are between classes as Gregory Wright, 20s, black, handsome, a little self-serious, and has a little trouble connecting with his emotions, walks in holding a briefcase.
Hello, I'm looking for Miss Coleman.
Well, hello.
Hey, I'm Gregory Wright, the sub for the teacher who punted a student.
Oh, you're the sub. Forgive me, please. I thought my colleagues hired a stripper for me as a joke.
Oh, okay.
Everyone, meet Gregory. He'll be taking over for Mrs. Swartz's class for the foreseen future. Foreseeable future, I'm sorry.
For the day.
Right. I like to see his ruler.
Melissa scoffs.
Very nice to meet you, young man.
Yeah, nice to meet you there, Ryan.
Oh, it's Gregory.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll see how long you'll be here, and then I'll remember your name, okay, Tim? Okay.
Jacob approaches out of nowhere, arms wide open for a hug.
My dude.
Gregory rejects the hug, shakes Jacob's hands instead.
Keeping it profesh. I like it. I'm Jacob. Always great to see another male teacher. Not many of us. Now I'll have someone to talk sports with. You into women's tennis? Or as I call it, regular tennis.
Gregory, talking head.
I came to Philly from Baltimore at the start of the school year. I interviewed to be the principal of this school, actually. I was pretty sure I was a shoo-in, but apparently there was someone better.
Interior Ava's office day.
Oh no. I go to the same church as the superintendent. I caught him cheating on his wife with the deaconess. I needed a job.
Interior Janine's classroom day. Janine is typing up an email titled, "Is your school sick? Try prescription rugs." Her students watch an educational movie. Suddenly they all yell, "Ew." Janine looks up to see that a student, Bria, vomited at her desk.
Bria, what happened?
I threw up.
Got that. Let's get you cleaned up.
Interior bathroom. Moments later, Janine, holding Bria's hand, goes to push the bathroom door open. At the same time, the door swings out from the opposite direction, and a frantic, wet Gregory exits with a child's pants in his hands. Janine screams.
Child pants!
What? No, no, no.
Purity!
No, I'm Gregory. Look, I'm the sub for Miss Schwartz.
Oh, okay. That's still not explaining the pants. Security?
Look, no, stop. Look, one of the kids had to go to the bathroom, so I brought him, but then he accidentally went on himself.
Oh. Hence the pants. Okay.
Yeah, and if that wasn't bad enough, he tried to flush the toilet and it shot water back in the air.
Oh no, no one told you about the reversey toilet. I'm sorry. Which student? Antoine. Okay, don't worry.
Janine takes her scarf off of her neck, looking like she's getting ready to handle the situation.
Antoine was in my class last year. Pretty sure I have some spare clothes left over for him. Antoine, I'm coming in.
Okay. Thank you.
Did you just watch her?
Gregory, repulsed by the vomit, holds Bria's hand. Janine goes into the bathroom. When she comes out, Antoine is wrapped in a scarf.
I'll take him back to my class and then have him go back to you, okay?
Okay. Wait. What's your name?
Oh, silly me. I'm Janine.
Go to shake hands.
Oh, oops. There's P.
Yeah, vomit.
Make a wish.
Gregory, talking head.
That was disgusting, but seems nice. Like a bathroom superwoman.
Interior Barbara's classroom, day 2. Janine walks into Barbara's classroom excitedly.
Miss Watson, question for you.
Equals 4.
Janine realizes she's interrupted a lesson. She calms down.
Sorry. I just want to get your expert eye on my email to Ava.
Janine, we're not getting rugs.
Miss Watson, I know you love to rain on parades, but, that's your thing, but have some faith. Ava literally said she'll get us whatever we need.
You think you're the first person to try to get things? You think we like sitting on nasty rugs and smelling dead mice in the walls?
Oh, so that's what that smell is.
I've been working in the Philadelphia school district for 20 years. Harriet for 15. Ava's just the latest in the long line of principals who do nothing but make things worse. So take all that Disney princess energy and use it to do your job.
This is me doing the job. I think the job means trying to make things better. It means putting pressure on our leaders to help us.
And I think the job is working with what you got so you don't get let down.
The loudspeaker ding goes off, followed by Ava's voice.
Oh, I think that hoagie came back up. Oh, damn. Am I on? Good morning, teachers. Please bring your students to the yard for a special announcement about some much needed improvement to the school that I made happen.
You hear that? Optimism wins again. Janine. Oh, no problem, Miss Watson. I was just doing my job. I won't even say I told you so. But you did tell me so. You know, I guess you were very smart and capable, and maybe I could learn some things from you, Janine.
Barbara stares at Janine, who continues her one-act play. Exterior, Harrity Elementary School courtyard. Moments later, teachers and students stand outside in jackets, shivering.
We couldn't have done this in the gym. My members only jacket is meant for moving, not being still.
Ava appears from around the corner of the building.
Over here.
The teachers begrudgingly lug their students toward Ava.
The district was so moved by my pleas, and they approved the emergency budget, and they gave us the money right away. I thought, well, we'll get some aids, we'll get some rugs, but then I thought, we need something immediate.
Wait.
I always feel better right away when I get my hair done. Thus, I do my best work like I'm doing currently. The Eagles are getting a new stadium, and that will help them play better inside of it.
No, it won't.
Stadiums can't make them the Chiefs.
Fix the outside, and the inside will fix itself.
Ava points upward to the front of the building. A huge plastic sheet falls over the old Harrity Elementary sign. It reads, Willard R. Harrity Elementary in green and white lettering. There is a photo of Ava leaning on the letters.
A plastic sign? How did you even get this printed up so fast?
My cousin Michael, he's a sign maker, and he's real fast, and he gave me a rush deal. Thank God we got that $3,000 from the district, because I had to use all of it.
You used all the money? On this?
Want to do your little skit again?
Superior Harrity Elementary School hallway. Moments later, Janine, Gregory, and Jacob walk their kids back to class.
I cannot believe this. She spent all the money on theatrics. I thought this type of workplace betrayal only came from white ladies.
Maybe Barbara and Melissa are right. We just need to do the job.
No, they can't be right, okay? Ava is the problem here, not us. Where's your Malcolm X energy?
Hey, I just got here, but she's right. This school needs order. You're never going to get that with a principal like this.
Gregory shows a TikTok of Ava doing the renegade dance.
Wait. Maybe she doesn't have to be principal.
Interior Janine's classroom. Moments later, Janine types an email on her computer furiously.
I'm going to email the superintendent about this and everything that Ava's done today. She should lose her job. Ava can't win here because then Barbara's right. And if she's right, then what does that say about me? I'm not taking 2 L's today. Actually, it'd be 3 L's because I got a parking ticket this morning.
Interior Harrity Elementary School hallway day. Barbara and Melissa head out for lunch.
All right, I'm going to Wawa. Hey, you want a pack of Christmas sprinkle tasty cakes? Look, I know they're seasonal, but I know a guy.
No, child, thank you. I'm going to go get myself a salad from Mickey D's. I'm eating healthy.
Janine approaches the two from down the hallway.
Hey, wait up. I'm going out to get lunch too.
Where are you going for lunch, Pipsqueak? A bird feeder?
Figured you'd be working on your next miracle from St. Ava.
Ha ha. No, don't think I'll need anything from Ava ever again.
And what does that mean?
Well, I emailed the superintendent and told him about how horrible Ava is. No way she doesn't get fired.
Melissa and Barbara stop in their tracks.
Oh, for the love of God.
What?
Janine, the superintendent doesn't even see our emails because he has them bounce back to the person in charge of wherever the email came from.
Wait, person in charge. That means that I went back to.
The ding of the loudspeaker sound goes off. Ava again.
Teachers, it's come to my attention that some of you, one of you, think that it's okay to go over my head. I think we need to learn about trust.
Janine, Melissa, and Barbara slowly turn to see Ava in her office, staring at them, holding a microphone.
So over this lunch period, over your lunch period, this lunch period, which I know you love so much, we will be having a trust workshop. We will learn how to respect each other, Heritage Elementary, and the chain of commands. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Janine gives a worried look to the camera. End of Act 2. Act 3. Interior Teacher's Lounge Day. Janine, Barbara, Melissa, Jacob, Gregory, and more staff sit in a semicircle. Ava sits in the middle.
Okay. Uh-oh, I'm sorry.
Page 25, Drew.
Page 25?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Oh, then how did it do it? Is it 25? Oh, 25. Sorry about that. Here I go. Okay, so it says Ava. Oh, wait, my thing is messed up. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you all for agreeing to be here mandatorily. We're at a crossroads, and this is a crisis.
No, a crisis is eating the cafeteria pizza for lunch. This is just yesterday's burgers mashed up and cut into triangles. Wait, Jacob, did you go to the corner store?
Yeah, the verbal harassment is worth it. It might even make it taste better.
Why are we here?
Well, Chocolate Drop, I happen to learn that one of the people here doesn't respect me. But it's not about me. But if you don't respect me, how can you respect the school? You can't. Mathematically impossible.
Who doesn't respect you? I mean, the school, Ava.
I know. Oh, you know, I don't think it's important, Mr. Neal. We're going to make this a group matter so as not to single out anyone.
That's nice.
Let's do some trust exercise where we say whatever we need to say out loud to each other, no matter how critical. Let's start with Janine.
Janine gives a horrified look to the camera.
Wait, so she'll get to say stuff about the other people?
No, Hershey Kiss. We're going to say things about her. You're new, so let me give you an example. Janine.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. Oh,
yes.
You're over energetic and annoying.
Off in shock.
No, it's not bad. We're sharing with the goal of making us better, constructive. See, Gregory?
Yeah, got it. No need to go any further.
Why don't you try? Start with Janine.
I really don't want to do that.
You're right. It should be someone who knows her better. Barbara? Jacob?
Her hair is. I mean, absolutely not.
Ava, no one's going to do this to anyone. Okay. I'd make someone cry or punch one of you in the face. One of the two.
It don't have to be rude. That's what I'm saying. I'll prove it. I'm prepared for this. Come here, Sheena.
An 8-year-old student, Sheena, comes into the room.
Ava, Ava, that's my student. She should be at lunch.
I am kind of hungry.
Sheena, remember what we talked about? What is the thing you wish was different about Miss Beeman?
Sheena looks shyly around the room. Mr. Johnson, the janitor, who has been standing in the background all along, speaks up.
She got some big feet.
Janine stands up.
Okay, that's enough. Everyone, I am the person who disrespected Ava. Okay, I emailed the superintendent to tell him Ava spent the school's money on a sign. I'm sorry, Ava. I'm sorry everyone missed lunch, especially Sheena. But I did it because I care about the kids in this school. That shouldn't be a bad thing.
Janine sadly storms out of the room. Everyone is quiet.
Not a compelling speaker. Charisma vacuum.
Barbara stares at Ava, shakes her head, and stands up.
You know what, Ava? Janine's a lot of things. Naive, overbearing, and she's...
Oh, let me call her back in here.
But she's also right. Wanting to actually help these kids shouldn't be a bad thing. I've worked in this school district so long, and I might have forgotten that.
Barbara walks out. Melissa and the others get up too.
And where is everyone going?
To check on Janine.
To lunch. Check on Janine.
Interior Harrity Elementary School hallway day. Janine stands outside the door of her classroom, peering through the small glass window. Barbara and the other teachers walk up to her.
Janine, ignore Ava. And big feet are the sign of fertility.
Every lunch period, Barbara.
Janine points through the small window. Barbara walks up to her. We see a small boy, Jamal, sleeping on the floor.
Every single one. Jamal comes and naps on the rug. He comes from a rough home.
Yeah, he was in my class. Mom's got a lot of kids. Dad's not around. When he is, the parents fight.
Right. Right, so he doesn't get much sleep. He used to fall asleep during morning lessons, so I told him if he stayed up, he can take a nap during lunch. I tell him to sleep at his desk, but he says the rug's softer. Softer than his bed at home.
Barbara's look softens to Janine.
I don't care whether you think I'm good at this anymore. I care about whether I can make change. At Harrity, where it's needed most.
Janine, teachers at school like Harrity have to be able to do it all. We're admin, we're therapists, we're social workers, we're second parents, sometimes first. Why? Sure as the hell not the pay.
Dad lib agreements ending with Janine.
My bathroom and kitchen are basically one room.
Listen, we do this because we're supposed to, right? It's a calling. You answered.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
I believe it was the brother of Cornell West who...
Oh.
I suggest we put our money together and get Janine a rug. What y'all think?
No. You guys can't do that. You don't have it. I know because I have the exact same salary as you all and my account's in overdraft thanks to that pesky Netflix payment. There has to be another way.
Well, the school's not giving you money and you won't take ours. What? You're gonna steal a rug?
Not me. But I know a guy who knows a guy.
Let me see what I can do.
Exterior Eagles Stadium build day. The teachers stand outside of a loading dock at the stadium. A shady man comes out of the side door with a rolled up mat. He hands it to Janine.
You're muted, James.
All right, here you go.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Janine unrolls it to see that it's a huge Eagles logo rug.
Yeah, swipe that from the VIP suites. I'll just tell them it got lost.
A second construction worker comes out from the loading dock.
Hey, what the hell is going on here?
Everyone freezes. They don't know what to say. Janine steps forward.
Sir, I'm a teacher named Janine.
Don't use your name.
I'm not gonna lie. We're stealing a rug from you. When I was a kid, my school was my ocean to other worlds. I was a ship, and teachers were my rudders. Without them, I don't know where I'd be now. So, look, we're just trying to be good rudders. It's hard to explain, but these rugs are islands.
Look, you're bad at giving speeches, but I get it. A teacher changed my life too. Take it. You know what? Hell, take a couple.
Teachers all smile excitedly and take rugs as Melissa grabs something off the truck.
Hey, mad props, my fellow.
Thanks, white boy.
Even the white guys now, too.
Interior Harrity Elementary School day. The teachers all walk through the hallway with their new rugs.
These are nice. Thank you, Melissa, and thank you, Janine.
You're welcome. Feels good.
Yeah, to finally get something you asked for in this hellhole.
No. To finally feel like a teacher.
Yeah, well, wait till you realize you'll never own a home. You'll be over the moon.
Melissa, Barbara, and Jacob walk off, leaving Janine and Gregory.
Hey, sorry we didn't get to hang more today. I had to rob a construction worker.
No problem. It was nice to watch a teacher work. Made me see how rewarding this job can be. But if the police come asking me about the rugs, I'm snitching.
Well, thank you. And look, I know you said you're a sub, but I hope you stay. For the kids, I mean. They don't need any more turnovers.
Right. I'll stick around. For the kids.
Good. And maybe we could get lunch next week.
Gregory, talking head.
I can put up with the bodily fluids a little longer. At least until next week.
Interior Janine's classroom day. Janine lays out her new rug onto the floor. Her kids sit on it and she reads them a story. Janine, talking head.
Today was hard. Not my hardest day here, though. Last year, I wore squeaky sneakers. The kids called me fart feet. I cried in the supply closet. But today made me better, I think. Better at this job. I learned that teachers really are the only ones that can make a change.
Janine is watching a YouTube tutorial on her knees, trying to fix the reversey toilet. Janine, talking head.
Money would still be nice, though.
Interior Janine's classroom, moments later. As Janine is packing up to leave, Ava walks into her room.
Oh, Ava. I'm sorry about earlier.
Janine, thank you so much for the limited edition Eagle Swoop jock strap.
Oh, I didn't.
Don't be coy. It's not cute, really. My least favorite thing about you, and that's saying something. Barbara and Melissa told me that you guys left the meeting to buy me this to apologize for being vicious backstabbers.
Behind Ava at the door, Melissa and Barbara walk by. Barbara gives Janine a wink. Barbara and
Nice.
Melissa talking head.
I swiped that from off the truck when the construction workers weren't looking. I told her Jalen Hurts, Ward, and Game.
Another key to making it in this job. Learn to make your incompetent boss feel special. Janine will get the hang of that too.
End of Act 3. Tag. Exterior Harrity Elementary School night. Mr. Johnson films Ava doing a line dancing TikTok. Mr. Johnson talking head.
She don't know this, but I go viral every week on my own page. Mr. Clean Philly. Follow me.
Shot of Mr. Johnson breakdancing in the school hallway on his TikTok page. Gritty enters. This is a sponsored video.
Woohoo!
Yay! Harity Elementary, everyone.
So fun.
That was a fun script.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
so
was.
fun. So who watched the pilot? I did. And I saw a lot of changes from the pilot script to the pilot that I watched. The biggest being it's not Harity Elementary. Probably, as Natalie found out, it's not easy to say.
That's hard.
It was hard. I mean, I don't know why, but a lot of changes. So, with sitcom, specifically, and more so with multicam, it changes pretty quickly, on set from script to shooting it. Okay. The first changes seem to happen during the table read. All right. So when you get hired for a show, you're going to come in and do a cast table read, and that's where they're going to hear a lot of the jokes firsthand. They're going to see what works, what doesn't. So it's really important, as most of you did, to come in prepared with your character choices, knowing where the jokes are. All of that research has to be done, even though it's not memorized. That's okay. It's more so that they can hear it out loud in your personality, how you would deliver those jokes, and well researched. If you're just reading it off the page in a table read, you will be fired. You will be fired. They will recast you. And who here would raise your hand for an emergency casting for Abbott Elementary because somebody's got fired at the table read? Right? All of us would. All right. So do your homework at the table read and get that done. All right. Get that job. Get those jokes. If they rewrite the jokes, it's not because you did it bad, as long as you're prepared, right? And be ready to play with it in the table read. And then even more so when you get to set. Okay. Because if something's not working, they're gonna rework it. Okay. So just be ready for that. Does anybody need a potty break before we just start, chatting?
I will.
Kenisha, why don't y'all, since not everybody needs ones, why don't y'all just pop out and come back in when you're all done? I don't want to break the whole crew if not everybody needs to go. Who has questions about this process, the audition process, the table read process, just any overall general questions? Yes, Sarah.
Well, what is it called? This table read, is it recorded? Is it
Yes,
recorded?
I've been recording it and it's gonna go on my YouTube channel. So you guys will get the link to be able to watch it back.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Give a hand to all of our kiddos, all of our littles. Good job, you guys. Did y'all have fun? Yeah, this show's filled with a lot of littles, so you guys did a great job. And you can use your auditions maybe for your demo reel so that maybe you can get a real audition for this
And
show.
that was totally my bad with the Sean. I don't know what I was thinking, like with the Sean and the Sheena.
The two different names. Yeah,
I was like, maybe the Sean is for the boy. If she was a boy, she'd read the Sean part, and then Sheena. I don't know. I just totally.
Yeah, that's not normal on a show. You wouldn't be cast as more than one person, obviously. This is more for the table read. I just wanted the kiddos to have more than one line because all of the kids only had one line. So yeah, that's not a normal. Lizzie, did you have a question, sweetheart?
Why did you choose Harity Elementary?
Why did I choose it to read? Yeah, why did you well, it's sitcom theme, so I wanted to do something that was funny. I also wanted to do something that was currently shooting right now so that we could do some research on it and we could learn the style of the show. God bless you, Natalie. God bless you. So that we could research the style of the show and practice it and reach out to the casting director of this show. Everybody should know who the casting director is of this show. Send them an email and say, hey, we just did a table read study of this show. We thought it's hilarious. We love the style of the script. If you've got something coming up, I would love to the opportunity to be seen. Now, they may not read it, but they might, right? They might. And the number one reason to reach out to casting directors just randomly is when there's something to update them with. And the fact that you are studying their show is something to update them with. Okay? So I hope that everybody that is in this class right now will email this casting director. Will everybody do that? Put your thumb up. Everybody?
Absolutely.
All right. So let's see if anybody can get an audition for out of this because you guys all did great. So that's why I chose it. And I know Ashley and Jason and they're on the set. So that was also a reason why I liked that show. Rigo?
Yes. Awesome job to everybody. That was a lot of fun to create together. One question that I have for you, Ashley, it's a little bit more just on like setup. So I was reading from my iPad over here, but is there, I mean, and I know that it's a table read, so it's different than, like eye lines and everything, but is it maybe good to have it like small? I don't know. I just the semantics of like looking over here versus on the screen over here.
For a table read? Well,
Yeah.
if you were cast in the show, you'd be there in person for a table read. It's usually like so when series are writing, they write as they go, right? So it's unlike a film where it's written, the script is written, sometimes a year in advance of shooting. Like they're still writing the final episodes of a season when they're shooting the first episodes, right? So when it gets written, the cast will be when everybody's cast will come together, read it, and most likely it'll be starting that next week. Okay, so you'll be there in person. So that you would have it printed. They would more likely print it for you as well. You would show up to the table read with the most recent draft in your seat with the little name, with your name on it. And it'll probably be, watermarked with your name, etc. So that is that. But for
I guess I
something
was
like
more
this-
specific to this.
Yeah, for something
to
like
this
this,
scenario.
I like printing. I like
Okay.
printing because then I can glance down if I need to, just like an audition, but then I can watch the person that I'm reading with, right? It doesn't necessarily like an audition where your eye line has to be perfect because we don't know, like Allie is over here for me, but she may be somewhere completely different for you, right?
Okay.
So we don't really know. I like it printed so that I can actually see my other actors on Zoom and I can play with them, right? If you're reading from the screen, then it's hard to see them. So,
Cool.
but that's my preference. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Kenisha.
Yeah, I just have a really quick question about how would you approach a pilot that you like original works? So for this Abbott Elementary Heritage, the pilot, initially they didn't have a reference point, right? So do you kind of research the casting directors, or you research the producers or writers? Like how would you know like where to go with your comedy or what direction you should go, even if it's procedure or drama?
Well, you answered your own question.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you research especially the writer. Okay, so television is more of a writer's driven medium. Okay, so Quinta, you would want to research whatever she's done. Okay, and even if she's never written a series before, you could look up the type of acting that she does in her other stuff because she was an actress first. Okay, so you'll get kind of an idea of her sense of humor. Okay, by that. So you could do that. Researching the producers are also, or AKA writers. They're known as well, say writers are known as producers on TV versus film. That's kind of something different. Okay, so yes, research the writers, research the producers. The directors, not as much on TV. Directors are hired per episode and they're hired by the showrunner, who is the head writer. Okay. And that head writer is hiring those directors and making sure that they fit within the style of the show that's already created versus like a film. A film is a director's medium. Okay. And that you'll research the director first and foremost because it'll be that person's style that you want to, or theme or whatever that you'll want to research. Does that make sense? The difference? Everybody understand the difference of who you need to make sure you're paying attention to when you're researching these things. Okay, so television, we're researching the writers more so, and film, we're going to research the directors. Okay, casting directors are a good secondary because you'll want to. They're the first person that you're going to see. They're going to be your face until you get further along. So you want to know what else that they've cast. More than likely, they've gone through an interview process, and the production is going to want casting to have a similar vision, right, of what they are trying to achieve. Okay, that's kind of why you see a lot of the same casting directors doing the bromances, or casting directors that do all Marvel, or casting directors that do all Grey's Anatomy stuff, right? They all kind of have a similar feel to their work. So you'll start to see some similarities, right? If you see a similarity of what Quinta's work is mixed with who the casting director is, it'll kind of give you a better idea of what direction you need to go. Does that answer your question, Kenisha?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
You're welcome so much. Who else has questions? Tristan.
Hi. So, I've auditioned, or when I was younger, I got sent an audition for Abbott Elementary, and I just wanted to ask, like, now that I'm older, like, how would I go about getting a role on the show, or like, how would I go about getting like other roles that are based around kind of like the same like vibe of the show?
Same vibe.
Mhm.
Well, as far as like getting a role on a show, that's all want to do, right?
Yes.
That's the elusive thing. It's the right time, the right place, the right everything.
Yeah.
And Tristan, how old are you now?
I'm 16.
16? Okay. So what grade level is Abbott Elementary?
Middle school? Like no, I would say it's more elementary school.
Elementary. The name it's in the name, right? Harity Elementary.
Yeah.
So it's going to be K through 5 maybe.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So what's that, Rigo?
Oh, that it goes up through at least seventh grade. I do know that just because I like follow the show, so
Okay.
there's
Yeah.
a little bit of wiggle room there.
But it's definitely on the younger end. Okay. So
Yeah.
you may have aged out of this particular show. That doesn't mean that there's not a gajillion different shows, right, Stephanie and Julia, that have youth in it. Okay.
Yeah.
One thing that I want you to focus on right now, Tristan, is to develop your acting. Okay. Keep auditioning, keep making stuff, keep taking classes, because you're entering into a couple of years, these next two years, it's going to be really hard for you to get jobs simply because of your age. Okay. There's a lot of people that are 18. Think Allie. Look at Allie. She could play 16 in a heartbeat. Okay. But she's in her 20s. Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens is like Allie is less expensive to hire than you are. Okay, because they don't have to hire a teacher. They don't have to bring your mom out. They don't have to do any of that stuff. So they're going to hire people that are over 18 to play your age. So what you have to do right now is develop your talent, keep auditioning, and get your demos and everything ready. So as soon as you turn 18, you can like burst on the scene and take all of those jobs.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I don't want you to think about booking right now. I want you to think about getting as talented as possible and all of your marketing materials just on point.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Ken.
Yes. So the question I have is nowadays, I know back in the day, if you wanted to reach out to anyone, you do it via email. You find their email. But is it frowned upon now to reach out via like social media, IG or what have you, or should you only stick to email when you reach out to these casting directors and different things?
You can reach out on IG, or direct message. I would, when you're reaching out to casting directors on social media, a great way to do that is like literally follow them and be
Yep.
engaged with what they're talking about.
Right.
Right. And like a comment that about a post that they did that is actually helpful. Like that's great information. Oh my gosh, I had a similar situation a couple of weeks ago. I wish I'd have known that then. Something like that. Not just like, hi, I'm Ken, I'm an actor.
Right,
Like
right,
they don't
right,
want that, right? But
right.
engage with them thoughtfully, and then they'll start seeing their names. If you are following this casting director on social media, that's perfectly acceptable to send them a DM and just say, "Hey, we just did a table read of your show. We had so much fun. I bet you had a blast casting this." Right? If
Right,
I got to read for a construction worker, it was
right,
a
right,
blast, right? Like stuff like that, just be intentional, right?
right,
Anytime you go, I'm an actor, you got something for me? Like they're like, delete,
right,
right? They don't want that.
right,
And that's when
right.
nobody wants that. That's why like you come in with something researched and smart. I got 14 new DM. Holy crap. Oh, you guys are posting your socials. Great. Will you post the casting director email? I will not post the casting director email, Alva. You got to do that, your research yourself, okay? That's just good homework for everybody to learn how to do. I don't want to take you from that. Um, okay, any other questions that I'm missing? Anybody else while I'm reading through these? Y'all can post your IG here if you want to follow each other. Yeah, that's it. Who else has questions? No? Did y'all? Oh, Rosalie.
I am always kind of curious to see what people think about like how much you should just say, yep, I can work as an LA local and find your own way there and do it so that they're more likely, you're trying to kind of eliminate any other reason for them not to hire you.
Right.
Versus how much should you be forthright on not being local?
You should be forthright. Okay. Now, I mean, for example, I work local to LA. I'm a 5-hour drive. Okay. Um, but I tell them that I'm 5 hours away. Right? The last thing you want them thinking is that you're in LA, which is an hour and a half max from anything, and them saying, great, your fitting's at 2 p.m. And you're like, well, I'm not really local. Then you're on the DNC list, and we don't need that, right? Let them make their choice. I always say, y'all, it's your job or it's not your job. No matter, like, it's either your job or it's not your job. If you've done everything professionally correct, you're giving good work, you're professional, you're showing up on time, you're following the instructions, you're doing everything that I go over with you in your audition reviews, and you're doing good stuff, it's either your job or it's not your job. There's nothing you can do, right? There's nothing more you can do. Okay. So if you come in, Rosalie, and you say, hi, I'm Rosalie Fisher. You're in Arizona, right? Yeah, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm reading for Tina. Just FYI, and this is what I do. It's like, just FYI, Phoenix is actually only 5 hours away, which is not that much further than Santa Monica is to Burbank. And I kind of make a laugh out about it because it's true. Right? It takes me 3 hours to get from Santa Monica to Burbank.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not, so just kind of make a little joke about it. Another reason, especially those of you guys that work regionally, tax incentives are a big reason why people go to work in those areas. And if you lie about being local, then they could lose their tax incentive. Okay. And that's big. That's a lot of money for production. So just be honest. Say, I can work local. I have a cousin that lives there that said his couch is always available. I will make myself there. I will get myself there. Right. I just want you to know, you just have to be honest with where you are. Okay, that's a great question, Rosalie.
Can I add something to that, Ashley?
Yeah, please.
With that too, just if you get, let's say you get hired for something like this happened to a buddy in Atlanta, and so he had to be in Atlanta, and he's like, okay, no problem. But then the weather just kept delaying like when they could actually like film, and then you end up with like this crazy bill of like, it just doesn't work. So it's just really good to be
Yeah,
honest and transparent.
yeah, be honest, and because a lot of times you might break even if you're working local somewhere just because of the travel costs and everything. But it's worth it if you get, some good stuff. But just be ready because they could keep you a week. They could reschedule. You could get there and they're like, oh, we can't use you today. And you got to reschedule your flight or something, right? Like there's just a lot that can go on. That's more than just I can work local, right? Would you agree, Julia and Stephanie? Anything to answer yeah, to add to that?
Can I just say, first of all, sorry that I was late. It's so nice to see some of you guys that I know, and you guys did a fantastic job. And as I say every time, anybody who gets the opportunity to work with Ashley, you guys, she's the best. And so I do want to say that. And to somebody like Tristan or some of you who are a little bit newer, it's really important to have all the material ready before you start looking for a manager or an agent. I know Ashley does this boot camp. I don't know if you guys know about it, but it's something I would highly recommend you talk to her about because it gives you everything that you need to get a manager or an agent. So you might want to think about that if she hasn't told you about it already. But fantastic job, everybody. This was so much fun. And I just wanted to say that and to apologize.
Thank you. Thank you. Julia, did you want to
I'll
say
give a
something about
little.
working? Yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to tell you, I do need to leave, but I wanted to tell you guys, it was really fun to watch. And I must say, it's a fun script. And when you guys had that comedic timing going and you guys jumped on and the energy was good, it really, it's nice. And I loved what Ashley said about being prepared for these table reads is so important. You get the job, and I'm going to tell you a story. One of my actors got a job, did the table read, and then lost the job. So you want to be your absolute best when you do that table read. You want to have it down pat. You want to have that timing down pat. And just keep that in mind because this just happened recently to one of my actors, and it was a total letdown for him. He had given a stellar audition, but then went to the table read and wasn't quite as prepared as he would have liked to have been, and they would have liked him to be. Now, what you were saying about the local hire, I just want to throw in my 2 cents on that. I have a couple actors that want to work out of New Mexico because we get a lot of John Papsadera, we get a lot of Taylor Sheridan shows and things like that. And sometimes actors want to work local hire, but a lot of the casting directors will ask for a local hire address. So even though you might say, hey, I'll stay at a hotel and I'll fly in on my own dime and do all that, that's all awesome, but it's nice to back it up if you have an address that you can use locally, whether it's a friend, an acquaintance, a family member that you can use their address. And I encourage my actors to do that because sometimes you might get a co-star role. It might be a one day and it might be on, Blue Bloods and you got to fly to New York on your own dime, but it's worth it because that credit can help me then say, hey, they just did Blue Bloods. He just, and I always talk everything up. And it might eat up your pay, but you always get those residuals coming in, especially for shows like Blue Bloods that show over and over and over again. So keep that in mind. You might make $1,200 for the day. You might eat it up in your airfare and maybe staying there, but then you might get residual income for several years. So that's kind of nice. And then it gives your manager or your agent something fresh that they can say you're doing. And that's what we need sometimes. So I just wanted to say it was really fun to watch you guys. Anybody, my people too, follow up with me, because I can reach out to Wendy or Chris. I know them personally. I can pitch you to them. I can, do all those things for you. And I like to throw in your pictures and make it colorful and just let them know how awesome you guys do.
Thank you, Julia. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Julia.
All right, you
So-
guys. So
Great
who
to see
did you
you.
all get the terms list that I created for you? Yeah,
Yes.
was that helpful? I know probably for my some of
Yeah.
the beginning ones. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just do a list of like 25 terms, and then each term, thank you, Julia, bye. Each term turned into like oh, I need to define this to be able to define that, and then I need to be, so it turned into 120, and I was like, oh, well, that was fun. So I hope that's helpful for you. We're actually going to keep growing that little terms list so I'll send it to you guys updated. And then for sitcom. So when we're breaking down our script, I want you guys to do some research on sitcom script format, like how it's written, right? Not that I want you to write a pilot, but I want you to have an understanding of the structure that goes into a sitcom script so that you can do your research as an actor, and finding the jokes, knowing how many jokes per page. If you don't see a joke on that page, you're wrong, right? There's a joke on that page, at least one, if not more, right? So I want you to do some research on sitcom structure, what the different acts mean, what those beats are, okay? And it's online, right? It's easy information for you guys to find, especially this day and age, okay? So that will help you, especially if you get the job, but even just auditioning, kind of knowing where you are in that script. What does that mean for your character? What does it mean for the types of jokes that are happening? If we noticed in this one, it started off really fast paced, and then as Janine was getting beat down more and more and more, it kind of slowed down a little bit, got a little more heartfelt, and then of course the resolve tag at the end, which is just kind of like a nice little fun moment to watch Alva break dance on camera. Right. So it's going to help inform every choice that you make, is the more you know about sitcom format. Okay. Who has what else do we want to do? I mean, we've been here for a little while, so I don't want to keep y'all too long.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's like a very specific question, and I'm sorry if it sounds silly. It's so interesting. So I had a friend who, and I don't know the name of the studio, so forgive me, but she took classes at this one particular studio that kind of gave her like footage for her reel, but they would work on sitcoms. So she had like fake sitcom
Mm-hmm.
in her reel for like, her comedy reel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Does that
That's
like,
what I do. I mean, I don't do sitcom only, but
yeah.
so the boot camp is that we customize to what you need in your, like, what are the holes in your marketing materials? Do we need to fill that? Are you trying to book some sitcom? You don't have any sitcom. Let's write you a sitcom, right? And then we go shoot you a little scene. Okay. There were just 1 minute little micro short films. Okay. So I literally, like, I have a soundstage out there and equipment, and I hire an actor to come across from you, and we rehearse the scene beforehand. So we make sure we're hitting all the jokes. And that's what the boot camp is. So I highly recommend it. I'd love for you guys to do that with me. If not, if you need it and you don't want to do it with me, then tell me why so I can get better. But I'm not, no harm, no foul, right? But I like that better than self-tapes, or filming at the school, if that makes sense. So I can tell when it is a filmed stage production, like you doing it in your classroom and they're filming it, I can tell, right? What I want to know when I'm casting something is has this person been on set? Can this person handle the pressure of on set, right? That's what a demo, as well as showing me what you look like, how you perform, all of that. Have you been on set? Can I trust you to come on set with me? Okay. As far as sitcom is concerned, can you handle the fast changes? Right? And still be funny, right? Multicam, can you be in front of a live studio audience and not fall apart? Okay. If they throw, hey, Allie, say it like this, can you catch it and do it? Okay. So that's what a demo tells me. It gives me more confidence. It gives you more credibility and gives casting more confidence. And when they only have 50 slots for auditions, they're going to go with who they have confidence can perform. Yeah. Just the way it is. Did that answer your question, Natalie? Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can keep talking, y'all, but it's been an hour and 45 minutes, and I don't know if y'all. Oh, Kenisha's got her hand raised.
Yeah, I just have one more question. It's really about
Sure. I mean, I can stay here for a while. Y'all ask away.
it's really about the age, like your age as an actor, because I feel like um there is a certain essence that I have that's a sure indicator that I'm older than what people might think I am. So like as that, and like even sometimes reading certain scripts, I'll be like, yeah, I mean, I know this is like out in my essence. I don't feel like I could play this anymore. So like, how do you go about that in age? Does it really like actually matters, or it just kind of depends on what's going on? Like at the end of the day, I don't want to be play something that is just too far removed from me, right? But also I would like to do stuff that is my essence, if that makes sense. Because I mean, you could
Yeah,
tell.
you're gonna want to lean into your essence. That's the most important thing. Okay. That's what people are gonna cast. If you come into an audition and you're like supposed to be playing 25, even because you look young, but you don't feel 25 in your conversation, then something's gonna be off to them, right? They're gonna be like, oh, I'm not sure what it is, but it's off, right? Something's off. So I would go with how you like feel, right? Are you an old soul? Then be an old soul. Be that, right? And make sure your headshots tell that story. Make sure your demo tells that story. Make sure you're going out for roles that tell that story, right? So lean into that more so than like, well, I look this age, so I should play that age. And if you don't connect with it, then that's going to give you a less than stellar performance.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Does
that
that
makes
answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Allison.
Hi, I'm Allison. I didn't read tonight, but just great job, everybody. I'm a little bit sick. I apologize. I just wanted to actually piggyback on what Kenisha was saying because I just wanted to throw out there that I did a one-on-one with Ashley. I'm sure many people did, but she does like longer ones because I'm in like a weird transitional phase as well with my age range as well. And headshots are kind of not quite looking at me like me right now. So I just wanted to throw out there that it is always like it's always worth it to have a one-on-one with somebody who knows what they're talking about to really like talk about your career, even outside of your managers and your agents, because then they can really look at you objectively and tell you what's going to be good for you. But I understand, like as a woman in the transitional kind of like figuring out, like I'm going towards young mom, you know what I mean? Things like that from before, being ingenue. So I just wanted to throw out there that it is Ashley's a resource. And I had like some really big stressors this week about my own career. And we had a great meeting and I recommend it because it was really helpful. I was having so much stress and sometimes you need it to be focused on you as well, rather than just a Q&A. But anyway, I followed you all on Instagram and wonderful job, everybody.
Thank you, Allison. And Kimberly, those are clappy hands, not raising your hand. No.
Oh, well, I'll clap, but there's supposed to be a raising hand, but
Oh, okay.
clap. Before I have to head out real quick, I just want to say that you guys, I'm just going to reiterate what Ashley said. I'm signing up for the boot camp that she's doing. I think it's in June. You guys, it's an investment that's going to help you if you do not have a demo reel, because what Ashley didn't talk about is that, like me, I don't have anything from any on-camera work that I can use for a reel. And Lord knows how long it would take me to get that footage and to have it edited and to put it together. It might be years, you guys. And like the clock is ticking for your girl. Like, let's go. I want to work. So it's an investment, a great investment that I can have it, 8 weeks after it's shot or something crazy like that, that I can start sending out to casting directors, managers, agents, and that will help me book the work because it's a professional job. It's going to be done professionally. So don't look at the price of it and be like, oh my God, you guys, it's an investment. And if you want to start working and you don't have any of that stuff, do it now. So join me. I'm going to be there with Ashley in the summer to do it. So please, you guys, join me and let's get booking. Okay. Great job, everybody. I love you, Ashley. You guys have a great night.
Kimberly. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, the summer, yes, Stephanie, it's a tax hour. The summer is a party, right? There's 20 actors and we're shooting 40 short films in a week. It is fun. Y'all have more free time than I do. But but it's a lot of fun. We shoot, it's rehearsing and shooting and headshots and shooting and rehearsing and shooting and headshots and shooting. And then I do VIP weekends occasionally where it's a lot more one-on-one time and there's only 3 students, right? So we go out for a shorter period of time. You guys get one-on-one time with me. And we just do 2 days of shooting 6 films. So it's still a fast pace, but it's just not as my time isn't as spread thin, if that makes sense. But if you want to be a part of the party, I'd love to have you this summer. If you want some VIP weekend, just let me know and we'll set something up. Yes, Ken.
Just a quick question, kind of go back to the boot camp. Would you have like places or or do we need to look it up like where to stay and all that good stuff to attend the boot camp?
I'm happy to give you some resources, places to stay. My favorite option for you guys would be get to know each other and share an Airbnb nearby. That would be the most cost effective. And then you are also building camaraderie with each other. Where'd you go? You moved, your hand went down and then you moved.
I'm
You're
still
there.
here.
So for host, when the hand goes up, that moves everybody
Okay.
to the upper left corner. And then when you put your hand down, it moves you. And I'm like, whoa, where'd it go? Anyway, yeah, so but like 2 of my VIPs, one staying in a hotel that's near kind of central in Studio City, another staying in WeHo. I'm happy to help with resources, but I don't book it for you guys because I
Of
want
course.
you to stay where you see fit with your financial boundaries, right? You may have a
That's
cousin
fair.
that lives in LA and you want to sleep on their sofa, and I don't want to pin anybody into, whatever. Elle, are you raising your hand, sweetie pie?
Yeah. We have dinner plans, so we have to go.
Okay, baby, you go eat. You go eat. My babies can go. Y'all are staying up late. If y'all need to go, we're just chatting. I can stay for as long as you need to stay, but if you need to go, just wave and I'll give you kisses and you can go. Are you saying bye too, Zara?
Yeah. I have to
Okay.
go. Thank you.
You're welcome, Elle. Bye. Bye, Zara.
Thank you. Bye.
Are you going too? You want to stay? I see you saying, Mom, I want to stay.
Yeah, she wants to stay.
Okay, she can stay if she wants to. Drunette, are you raising your hand or
Hi,
saying
yeah,
bye?
hi, Ashley. I don't know if you already said this or not, but how many days is the boot camp?
The one in summer will be 5 or 6 days in LA.
5 or
But
6.
you'll have a
Okay.
couple of days, you'll have at least 2 days off while you're there. So you can take meetings, you can go do studio tours, you can go do whatever you want, or if you're local to LA and go to work, it's up to you.
So can you send out more information?
I
Like
can.
the
It's on my
pricing?
website too. So yeah, it's on my website, so I can get
Okay.
it to you.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about boot camp. We can talk about sitcoms. We can talk about other stuff. We can talk about production. We can talk about the script. You want to talk more about the script? I don't know. Or we can go home.
Yeah, the
You all
script. I have a question.
tired? What's that,
The
True?
script. So the script was so long, and normally when you go out on an audition or something, you're just doing one scene or whatever. But without having a reader, what do you recommend would be the best? Because I just kept going over mine, looking at the person before me, and then just kept going over. But
You mean for your audition or for the table read?
yeah, no, the table read.
For a table
Because
read, you just have to practice, right? You can hire
Yeah.
a reader if you want to read through it with somebody, but you just have to practice. Read out loud and practice breaking down your role.
Yeah.
And anytime you have a scene, you got to figure out who, what, when, why, how, where, all of that stuff. You have to ask. It's not as important that you memorize your lines in a table read, more so as it is for sitcoms specifically, finding your jokes and then making your character choices. Okay, making sure you understand everything that's being said, right? If you don't know, there's something that I had to look up that JANINE says to Jacob about the quoting the book that he quotes, right? I didn't know what that was by the line, so I had to go look it up and go, oh, that's the joke, right? So if you don't know what anything means, you better go to a dictionary or Urban Dictionary or something and figure it out all before the table read. Okay. But yeah, a script is long. For a table read, you're going to read the whole script, not just your audition, the whole script.
Yeah.
Okay. And even if you
Yeah.
have one line, right? Right, Lizzie? Even if you just have one line, you got to be there and you got to be paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's
And
how
make sure you
for a table read. Yeah, James?
and make sure you unmute yourself before you start your line.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You gotta Zoom's a little bit harder because you're not in person. But yeah. What else? What else? Alva's raising her hand.
So you are going to share the information for the boot camp.
Yeah, I can send that link to everybody if you want me to. Happy to do that. It's just on my website, everything's posted. So
Thanks.
No problem. Yeah, so say you guys get cast, okay? Yeah, Lizzie, go ahead.
I'm gonna leave.
You're gonna leave? All right, sweetie face. You did so good today. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
Nice
welcome. You have a
everyone.
good night.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Bye. Oh
It's
my
so
gosh.
cute.
The littles. I love the littles so much.
They're so cute.
They are so cute. Tristan, you're cute too, but you're still like, you're not as cute as 6. You know, it's not as cute. I teach a lot of 16-year-olds, and sometimes y'all aren't so cute to me, but hey. Y'all are sometimes mean. My son is 16. He can be mean little
Yeah,
boy.
very moody.
Yeah, he can be a mean little boy, but that's okay. Yeah, so you get cast. Allie, I know you've been casting a lot of stuff. Rosalie, you've got some stuff on your resume. Who's been Tom, you've got a lot of stuff on yours. Who else has done like a lead role in a project? Yeah. So we know that it doesn't come in order, right? Like we don't shoot it in order. Usually it's shot location based, as Jason was saying. They've got 3 days at that location, so they're going to shoot everything they need for that location. So what you got to do is take your script, okay, and you've got to map it out. Okay, this is why I print everything. Print, 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 print it, print it. Use that ink and print it. Okay, print it and map it out. Take all of your notes, know your journey, know your character's journey. Okay, so that when you get to set or you get your call sheet the night before and you know that you're going to shoot scenes 10, 25, and 16, you can go to scenes 10, 25, and 16 and know exactly where your character's arc is. Okay. For Janine, we'll know that she's kind of defeated on this scene. We got to start the day defeated, but we might end up at the beginning of the film where she's like, "Yay, I'm gonna get some rugs," right? But she knows by the notes that she's got in her script, right? She knows where she is on her journey. She's not having to try to figure that out the night before, or God forbid, on set when they're like, "Oh, we're gonna squeeze this scene in." Right? We got some extra time. We're going to squeeze this in before we go. Right? You've got all of those notes taken, and keeping track of all of that. Right? Know that character's journey on your script. Write it down. What is she going through or he going through right now? What is this relationship? Is this the first time? Is this the first time that we've met somebody? Like when Greg comes in, right? This is Greg's day one. Like we didn't know Greg until now. Right? Nobody knew Greg until now. Okay. So that's brand new information. We should know that in our notes. Okay. My future stars, my future number ones on the call sheet. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What else do we need to go over? Y'all can go if y'all want. I want, you don't have to go. We can keep
Yeah,
talking.
I'm gonna head out. It's 10 o'clock here.
Woo!
Have a good, this was awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley.
You're
I'm
welcome.
looking
Y'all have a
forward
good one.
to the next one. Thank you.
All
I'm
right.
gonna head out too. So
Okay. Tom's going. All right, we can call it if y'all want to. We can call it. It's a good class. It's a short script, so there's a lot of talking that we had, and we had the great guests beforehand. So I'll send everything over. So
Thank
thanks
you
for
so much, Ashley, for all of your energy and just all of the information and hard work you put into it.
Thank you.
It's super helpful. It's a great way to, just even connect within the community and just learn and grow and create. So
I
you're
love
very
that.
appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's
Yes.
fun to put together, but
Absolutely.
I appreciate the acknowledgement. It's nice too. So thank you. All right, you guys, y'all have a great night.
All right. Take care.
All right, bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
You
Good job,
too.
everyone.
You too. Thank you.